Alright guys, what is up? Sumner2514 coming back at you today with some more Marvel Strike Force action. We got some more DD3 on the way for you. Again, trying something a little different here. Recorded this video with no audio and adding the audio back in. Let me know your feedback. So we're going to go ahead and jump into our Dark Dimension 3 run here. And we initially start out with our Zemo, Frost, Hela, Silver Surfer team here. We only got 7 of them left. We were able to get most of them down last time. The drop in here is going to start with the drop. We're going to get Strife. And we'll go ahead and get started here on taking out this Strife. Now, we're going to go ahead and get kind of punished a little bit. Our Hela's going to take some damage there. We got to try to get rid of some of these characters. Going to target this Magneto, trying to get rid of him before he does any serious damage. I'll go ahead and swap over here and put blind on Pyro as he's about to take a turn. But we were able to get rid of him with that ability, so one less character to worry about. Take this Namor ult here, and now we lost Hela, but I think we're okay. We're gonna look at trying to figure out who we're gonna clone. I believe we're gonna swap over, think about cloning this Strife again. I think we'll go with Strife just because we want the additional taunt. Now that goes off the rails pretty quick. And we're going to go ahead and quit this battle and try coming back in. Hopefully they don't just wipe us out again. We use the same team, I believe. Not too worried on what's going on. We just don't want to use too many additional characters. Alright, so they go ahead and start the assault on our Hela again. And we'll kill this Pyro again. So there's one less that we have to deal with. And I think we're going to go ahead and make sure we can get rid of this Magneto. He's blind. We should kill him. We'll get this taunt with the Strife. And again, there goes our Emma and our Hela. We'll go ahead and restart one more time. Alright, so jump back in. We'll get the drop again. And trying to think, how do we get this to not happen the same way? So let's ability block this Namor. And then remove that speed up from Magneto. Blind this other Namor instead, because we haven't gotten anywhere by killing the Pyro yet, so we'll try something different. Target back over here at the Magneto, and then clone gonna come up here. We're gonna clone Strife again for the additional taunt, so hopefully they'll stop hitting so many of our characters. The blind on that Namor was huge because he wasn't able to kill our characters, so we're in much better shape here. I think we're going to go ahead and finish off this Magneto. Oh, not quite able to. Alright, Silver Surfer does the double tap and gets rid of the Magneto for us. Now we want to look at maybe this Pyro so that he doesn't hit us because he's about ready to take a turn. We're not able to get him, so he does go ahead and hit us. That's alright. We're able to get the ability block on several characters with Strife, which means they're pretty useless. So we're going to target this back Namor, which with Hela, which she'll ping the Pyro. Works out for us. Silver Surfer here, going to just special right in the middle there, hitting 6 characters. We take the basic from the Pyro, and we're going to ult back here, putting ability block on that Namor, getting rid of the Pyro finally. And then we're forced to attack this Strife. We'll get disrupted on him so he doesn't gain any more buffs, and we're able to stick that heal block on him. We're going to spread that heal block. And we're just going to try to get this Namor before he hits us. Kind of the goal is to kill this Namor before he hits us again. Alright, looks like we're able to do that. Fantastic. Now we got to look at blind. I think we're going to go ahead and look at blinding this. Nothing affects the Hawkeye, so we'll just and Namor's already ability blocked, so he's already out of it. The Hawkeye was the most dangerous. We'll see if we can focus him down. We got Silver Surfer special. We'll target right there on the middle to hit all 4 characters. And then we're not going to clone. We want to save the clone for when Sinister gets to go again. We're going to try to get rid of this Namor now because he's the only one that can actually do us any damage. So finally, we're going to get Silver Surfer to ability block him. And then we'll look over here, and I was thinking about basicking over at Strife, but we just end up basicking on Namor and then switching to Strife to apply some debuff, and then we'll focus this Namor some more. And we do end up healing. We're a little low on health, and it's okay that he uses heal. And I want to blind the Namor so he doesn't hit us again. Not quite sure if we'll be able to get the damage, if we'll have the damage to kill him before he takes a turn. So that was kind of the idea there. And then we're just going to try to basic him down. Alright, we were able to get him, so ulting with the Hela was quote-unquote wasteful, but with Emma it was wasteful, but he'll be alright. Jump over here, get this heal block on Strife, and get him taken care of. And then we just finish up with basics. Kingpin is ability blocked. He does hit hard, so if he is going to hit us here, it's going to hurt a little bit. Fortunately, he targets our Emma. We don't have much to worry about there. And again, we're just going to continue to basic because we're just saving our abilities for the next node. Now it's okay that Greg uses his because he comes back, and then we'll finish him off with the Emma basic there. Got some gold, got a full 5 red on that, so that's great. Look here at our next node here. Zemo's dead, so debating if we're gonna go ahead and just put Falcon in and go with this 5. But I think I got some heals, so let's remove the worst character in Wolverine, and let's actually click the heal button. Then we'll heal Zemo up, and we'll take these 5 in. Now we take Falcon over Wolverine because Falcon has the speed up. Ghost manipulating some of the speed bar down. And we're going to evaluate a little bit here. Ultimately, it's got to be this Merc Lieutenant. And we can remove his speed bar. Half his speed bar immediately gone. Now, unfortunately, our Falcon got ability blocked, so, you know, his turn is fairly useless. Trying to decide if who we're gonna ult on, because we don't need to ult on the Lieutenant. We want to blind somebody useful, so we'll go ahead and blind Pyro. He's about to take a turn anyways, and if we can kind of remove his ability to do anything, it's all the better. Now we've got a taunt, or we got a clone, and I'm trying to decide, you know, do I want the Merc Lieutenant for all the buffs he's going to give us, or do we want to maybe just joke around and clone the Sinister? I think I'm going to clone the Sinister, and the reason I'm cloning Sinister is, granted it's several turns away, but having multiple clones is great. Now that Sinister cloned our Ghost, which is fantastic for us because that means we get another Ghost. Now we try to steal some buffs. It didn't work there because she dodged, but that's all right. Now we're a little worried here because Loki hides all the characters, so now we can't get to the Ghost. She's still got the green buff back there that she's hidden. So we'll get rid of this clone. And now we get to target whoever we want. And we're going to go ahead and target the Ghost, I believe. No. Alright, we decided we need to get rid of their Sinister for a minute. Their Sinister's, you know, we wanted to try to attack him. But now we're forced to attack Namor as he's the only one that's not stealth. We'll extend those debuffs and heal our Ghost up. Ability block on this Namor sounds fine. We want to just hit Namor for as much as we can. I think he's going to be our main target here. Now the Ghost is out of stealth. We're going to go ahead and heal up our clones, our clone here. And now we're going to clone Ghost. This is fantastic. Now we've got two Ghosts. So we've got twice the speed bar manipulation. Now the clone Ghost doesn't have the double tap ability. So not going to remove as much speed bar as we want, only a quarter of it. Our Ghost, however, has the ability to double tap and remove that additional speed bar. And we got to work this Namor down. And we're just going to use Ghost here to manipulate speed bar. Back to Namor. Extend some debuffs with this Ghost, extending all that slow, just getting even more time to that we don't get hit. And now we got to get rid of the Sinister. We don't need him cloning anyone else. And we're gonna ult on Mystique because she's about to take Sabretooth. So that way, if he tries to ult around, he's gonna miss. Want to reduce speed bar? We're gonna reduce it on Sabretooth, just reducing his overall effectiveness in the battle by taking longer to take that blinded turn. Cost us a little bit of a single Ghost action. Reduce the speed bar of their Ghost. And then try to focus back on Sinister. We'll apply the slow mostly so that we can get that Mystique slowed. And we'll remove some of her speed bar. Want to ability block Strife, so it can't taunt us. And because we target that one because our Zemo gets to bounce around a little more. We'll reduce the speed bar of this Mystique. And now we got to focus on Sinister again. We've got to get Sinister down. Alright, there he goes. Fantastic. We don't need any health, so we'll use our basic on our Sinister again. And now we need to look at getting rid of that Mystique, because she forces us to hit ourselves, and that's always dangerous because you know, our characters seem a little bit better. We'll reduce speed bar over here on this Strife, and then come back at it. Gonna reduce speed bar on the other Strife. Even though he's ability blocked, we still don't want him hitting us. And now our thought is we want to clone as many ghosts as possible. So now we have 3 ghosts. We have, if we really want, a full speed bar worth of reduction here. Now, trying to figure out what we want to do. I'm thinking that this is my my cloned Strife, so his clones are weaker than my regular Strife's clone. And we're wanting to try to get into getting maybe an additional ghost in 2 more turns. I don't know if that ghost will last that long. So we're going to try to just get rid of the Strife. Looking at speed bars, seeing where I need to manipulate. Well, Loki's got about half his speed bar. It's our regular ghost, which means she'll double tap and remove half speed bar. There's a quarter and there's the other half. So Loki's out of this fight as well. He's got slow, so it's going to take him quite a while to gain any of his speed bar back, as he's gaining it, I believe, at 50% speed anyways, and then he's reduced. And we're able to reduce his speed bar. We're going to come back over, try to get rid of this Strife now. Loki's a million years from actually taking a turn. We got speed bar reduction here. We're going to try to reduce the speed bar on the Strife as he's just about to take a turn. And Loki's still so far away. It's one of the clone ghosts, so they don't go. And unfortunately, that ghost came at us, and our ghost retaliated. I'm thinking, I want to try to maybe get this hand, because so he doesn't hide everyone from us. We don't mind Scarlet Witch being alive, as she actually, in my opinion, actually helps us when she removes health from everyone and redistributes it, as some of the higher health characters can take, you know, sometimes they can take more hits. So if we can get rid of them. We went ahead and ghost ulted there to get additional speed reduction on, or slow on Strife, and the ability block on the top Strife. But the slow on this one is going to keep him from taking turns for quite some time. Now Magneto's got the most speed bar. We've got to go, so we want to reduce that speed bar. Hand Sentry needs to go down so he doesn't hide people from us. We don't need any health on any of our characters, so we're not going to worry about healing. And we're going to try to again just get that Sentry down. I think that we can intermittently get rid of the Strifes. Want to blind Magneto plus clear his buff. and do a ton of damage to him. That hand sentry is quite some time away. And looks like we decided we need to take Namor down. Mostly ulting here to reduce the speed bar, or double those buffs up on, or debuffs up on Magneto. And that should murder the Sentry, which it does. Great, because he was a minion and Zemo hates minions. Alright, so we're looking here. We got a cloned Ghost, which is only going to hit for a quarter of the speed bar reduction. You know, remove a quarter of the speed bar. Don't have a lot of debuffs out, so there's really nothing to look at extending. So we don't want Namor to hit us. The Scarlet Witch really made a bad choice there and got. I wish we could get negative speed bar. She got hit by so many ghosts. She would have been reset a turn. Alright, we got to get this Namor down. So this is great. We're able to apply slow to everyone. Who do we want to clone? Could clone another Sinister, but that doesn't seem right. Looks like we don't really want to clone anyone. We got 12 characters, and there's 2, 4, 6, 8 of them out, which means there's another drop of 4 that's going to happen. Ability block on this Mystique so she doesn't clone us and make us hit ourselves. Not sure where her cooldowns are, but we'll remove. Oh, our ghost was blind. Never mind. We're all blind. Okay. Didn't realize that they were both blind there. Check it here now. Don't get fooled the third time. Okay. Emma, however, is able to remove those buffs off of that Mystique, so that helps us out. And see if we can finish this Namor off. Great. Zemo goes ahead and removes the characters before they get to take a turn. Zemo against a minion is going to be great. Dealt a ton of damage. Still don't really need to clone. But we will remove debuffs and get some health out there, as he was blind anyways. Remove that speed bar off this minion. Remove speed bar off Mystique. And I believe we're just going to try to focus on Mystique at this point. She's about to take a turn. Trying to get rid of her as soon as we can. We'll go ahead and extend all these slows. This is a fake ghost, so it's going to go away. So there's no reason to start saving her abilities. Our real ghosts we definitely want to save abilities from. And this is our real Sinister. Now he can heal. Again, nothing too crazy about healing. Still thinking about jokingly creating another Sinister. Probably should have cloned there, as that was my fake Sinister, so he could have cloned and it wouldn't have hurt anything. Now we gotta fight through the Zemo. Our Zemo is gonna murder this Lieutenant. Just about, dang it. Alright, remove speed bar off of their Zemo. Things get a little scary there. Our real ghost drops significant health. Just want to clear buffs here so we can get off of his Strife mostly. We got to get that Lieutenant down. Because he'll go ahead and buff the entire team. That's why we did go ahead and ult there with Emma, so that we can get that Lieutenant down. There's quite a few characters still, so I think Emma should be fine. We will clone with the fake Strife here. We'll get that clone on that Zemo. So ability blocking, we want to ability block Loki so he doesn't hide everyone, because he did just make us hit ourselves. That's our real ghost, needed the health. And then, again, there's still plenty of them. Our ghost should be fine to get abilities back. We really need to start looking at what we need to be doing. Strife isn't going to hit us. Loki's ability block, so he can only basic. So we need to get rid of this other Strife. Now this is our real Zemo. We just want to ability block Strife, keep him from doing anything. And then we're going to start looking at potentially conserving. We had 4 characters with slow, so Emma didn't need to do anything. Now this is our fake Zemo. And just let him basic, and then that's our real ghost. That's fine. This is our real Sinister. We don't want to use his clone. Just basics here. But I think I want to try to get rid of either the Strife or the Loki. We're going to go ahead and get rid of the Strife, I think. Or work on the Strife. He had more speed bar than the Loki. This is a fake ghost, so it's fine to use her ultimate ability. This is our Zemo, so we're conserving. It's a fake ghost, doesn't have any abilities, so it's fine. Conserving, trying to get into the next. This is a fake Zemo. We're about to lose all of these clones, but it's a fake Zemo, so it doesn't actually matter. We're going to lose the Ghost, the Zemo, the Sinister, 2 Ghosts, Zemo, and the Sinister. This is our real Ghost, so just basic. This is our real Zemo, just basic. Real Sinister again. A fake Ghost can use abilities. Alright. And we're able to get rid of the Sinister there. So doing pretty good here. We've cleared up the new node. We finished our previous node. On to this next one. Now, we're going to remove Falcon and just put in Wolverine. We're not going to waste the heal on Falcon. Wolverine's not the greatest, but better than using the heal that we don't get a lot of. We need to try to figure out what we need to do. I think our kill order is going to be this invisible woman. We need to look at killing her. She can barrier everyone, remove our debuffs. Kind of a big deal. We don't want to kill the Mysterios because they summon additional units and then we might not be able to get to them if we get stuck behind taunts. Vision dodges a lot. Rhinos are going to taunt. The additional dodge from when high dodge characters are controlled by computers is crazy. Want to leave Scarlet Witch around because I like when she steals and redistributes health personally. Well, let's get started. Let's go ahead and start working on characters. Trying to decide who. I mean, everyone's got the same speed bar here, so it's really who do I want to remove speed bar from initially. And we're going to go with Invisible Woman, but we just don't want her barriering or removing debuffs from people. Now we get to clone. We want to clone an Invisible Woman for the exact same reasons we don't want her on the other side. Wolverine, he's going to try his best here. We're just going to let him do his thing. Invisible Woman can apply barrier and offense down. We don't have any debuffs, so we're just going to ult here. We don't have any, yeah. don't have any debuffs, so ulting, getting that additional barrier or health for our characters is the way to go. And trying to decide what we need to do with Zemo here. I believe we're gonna get stuck behind this Rhino, so I kind of want to start thumping on him. Alright, we didn't get taunted. We want to remove offense up from Torch. Now we don't want to blind characters next to rhinos because the rhinos clear. So trying to figure out blinding Human Torch is probably one of our better options. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. There's no clear there. Want to look to ability block that top rhino. We haven't hit him yet, so he's still in good shape. So if we're gonna get taunted, we want to be taunted by the one that we've already done a little bit of damage to, which is that bottom rhino. We'll clear these debuffs off of us, hide our characters, and then try to get rid of this Human Torch here. Now there's that ability from Scarlet Witch that I don't mind. It did heal Human Torch back up all the way. Basically, it did kind of suck, but we were able to pull health off of several characters, and we can get back to work on Human Torch. Now, Invisible Woman's about to go, and she will clear all these debuffs just like that. So that sucks. We're stuck behind a Rhino taunt now. We've got a ton going on. We can't hit the characters. We can't get to Human Torch. We don't want to ult into a defense up, so we'll just basic. Plus, he was blind. Unfortunately, Ghost is going to attack and remove speed bar, which is the last thing we want against a character we want to drop taunt off of. Emma applying slow is still going to be great. And we can use Zemo's special here. Not that it helps. Now reducing the speed bar. Again, not the greatest against characters that we were forced to taunt. But, you know, we gotta do what we gotta do. Wolverine able to come back from the brink of death there. Still don't want to ult into defense up. So, I'm not going to. Remove the defense up finally. But try to remove that taunt. Unfortunately, Ghost doesn't remove taunt, so we're just stuck attacking him some more. We got 2 turns before we got to be off taunt so that Sinister can do something useful. Zemo bouncing around here, but not making it over to Human Torch. And he just explodes on our entire team and removes the team. So it might just be worth it to just restart. I know we came a long way, but my goodness. That was a big deal. Yeah, we're gonna restart. Come back into that node. Refocus our attacks on that Human Torch. Now we're going to focus on trying to reduce his speed bar so he doesn't take as many turns, and just refocus our abilities to remove that Human Torch so he doesn't go into that mode where he's just going to kill us. Still going to go ahead and clone Invisible Woman for the additional barrier. We want to remove the debuffs from our team, I believe, here. We only got ability block on 2 characters, but it's good enough. We'll go ahead and remove it. Alright, Human Torch blind, slow, offense down. He's looking pretty abysmal, but we need to stop Invisible Woman from removing all those debuffs. And that didn't go the way that we had planned. Still don't have any additional characters. We'll jump back in here. All right. We're going to get in here. Again, we're going to go ahead and clone Invisible Woman. Wolverine comes back from the brink of death to try his best. Use Invisible Woman to give us some barrier. Now, fortunately, neither of these rhinos is going to taunt us, so that's great. We need to remove that offense up from that Human Torch, and then he got his speed bar reduced, so that's quite good. But we need to make sure we can get rid of him, so Emma being able to remove the barrier and blind him, great. Ability block on Invisible Woman again to make sure that she doesn't clear debuffs, since we got plenty of them out there, offense down being the big one that's out there right now. Team's looking okay. We can remove all these debuffs from us, hide our characters again. And then Wolverine trying his best. Now, Scarlet Witch redirected health all around, so we got to work on this Human Torch again. Zemo coming through, removing some buffs, great. And we're just going to really focus down this Human Torch. We got to get him down here. Even though he's blind, we just wanted to have him as low as possible. We're stuck behind this Rhino taunt again. He doesn't have defense up this time, so we'll ult and let Wolverine kind of hit him a little bit. Unfortunate that Ghost has got a double tap, removing speed bar off of Rhino when we're stuck behind the taunt, but we get slow back out there. Now we still got blind on Human Torch, not so worried. We'll remove the speed bar and hit the one that we're normally attacking, since he is lower on health. There's a woman gonna basic over here. Wolverine. We're looking for is to get to Emma and have Emma target that top Rhino so that she can remove his taunt. Oh man, we just barely survived through that Human Torch ult there. Things are a little hairy now. We're really stuck behind this Rhino. We do have the option to special here, which means we won't remove his speed bar, but it's not going to do anything to this taunt, which is super annoying. So let's just basic him. Might be able to focus him down, hoping that our characters survive through this. We don't have the energy, unfortunately, to heal through Sinister. We want to save the ability block off of Zemo, but we're hoping that Wolverine can bounce around. He does tap on the torch. This is huge. We don't care that we blind Rhino, we just care that we get the taunt off him, so we can get over that Human Torch before he takes a turn. Ugh, and he gets rid of our Invisible Woman. Super annoying. He's almost dead. So we got a little bit of leeway here. We can come back to him. Since we've got Ghost and we're looking at whose speed bar we can reduce. We want to reduce the Invisible Woman speed bar so she doesn't put barrier on people again. Now we're going to go ahead and looks like ability block on Vision. That way he doesn't swipe our whole team. We don't care to put it on the Magneto, because he doesn't really do anything. Yeah, I was afraid that he would dodge. Unfortunately, we were able to at least apply it to Invisible Woman. So she's ability block. We really got to get this torch down, so let's let Sinister take him down. Great. Now I'm feeling like we're in good shape here. We got some characters on the brink of death, which is unfortunate. Wolverine can heal himself back up, so that's great. Got a couple heals on Zemo, so he's able to gain some of his health back. And now we just got to worry about our Ghost not dying. Now our Ghost should go immediately after Zemo here. And trying to think, I need to clone Invisible Woman again, so I want to keep her around. Who do I need to focus this attack on from Zemo? It's going to be this Vision. Unfortunately, he usually dodges, which is annoying. We need to use this ult on Ghost so she heals up. Great. I'm feeling fantastic here. We got our characters back into green health. We're going to clone this Invisible Woman for the barrier. Still a little sketchy on our Zemo. Don't need our Zemo dying. We don't have any debuffs, so we're going to go ahead and ult here so we can get this barrier back on all of our characters. Alright, and we gotta get rid of this Rhino. Forced to attack him anyways. We'll reduce the speed bar. Don't need to heal anyone, so We're just gonna basic. We don't want to focus those Mysterios either. We don't need to hide any of our characters right now. We just need to get rid of this. What we're looking for is getting another drop in, and we want the drop to or we want to get rid of. Want to keep these Mysterios around as long as possible, and not have a taunt. Just trying to reduce the speed bar. We ended up killing him, so that's unfortunate. And so what we're gonna do is we're gonna target Rhino and try to bounce around and at least kill one of the clones, which we did, but unfortunately killed the other Mysterio. We know we needed to kill that Mysterio because that was from the old other one, so we didn't know if he was going to be able to take a turn and maybe bring him back. Need to kill this Mysterio. We're going to go ahead and remove the debuffs real quick, as we know these have at least got one turn. Now here's where Wolverine can shine, because he's able to clear. Now I'm thinking we need to get rid of Green Goblin, I believe, because he removes buffs when a Spider-Verse character takes a turn. We got Rhino, Shocker, both Spider-Verse characters here, and basically that's 3 buffs that we're gonna get removed per turn whenever one of them takes a turn. So reducing speed bar on them is just as important as reducing it on Green Goblin. And we're gonna try to blind him just so he doesn't throw out any big damage. We're looking okay as far as health, so we'll just get some additional attacks in. Namor ulting on us was not nice, but he did have offense down, so it didn't hurt that bad. And see, we're losing buffs left and right here. We gotta really focus this Green Goblin down. Now that ult off of the Ghost came to make sure we were able to kill a couple characters. We got rid of the Rhino, and now what we're worried about is still getting rid of Green Goblin so that we stop losing our buffs again. Still pretty far away, both of them, Green Goblin and Shocker, from actually taking a turn, but we gotta get through the Green Goblin. All right, gonna steal his offense up, and then try to work on Mr. Fantastic, but we're gonna get stuck behind everyone being hidden, so it's almost like a taunt. Get rid of this Shocker, since Scarlet Witch is got so much high health. I think just bouncing around here so we can maybe get rid of the Shocker. He didn't bounce enough, so all right, Shocker down. Now we gotta get through the Scarlet Witch. Since she's the only one not stealthed, we're forced to attack her. Vulture has the ability to deal more damage. Mostly want to get rid of his defense up, and now we get the ability to get back after Mr. Fantastic. So what we're gonna go ahead and do is get this Mr. Fantastic. We'll clone another Invisible Woman here for additional heals, additional barrier and debuff cleansing. And because whenever a character with barrier gets attacked, they're both going to ping that character. And if we can keep barrier up on several of our characters, it would be great. Ghost reducing half his speed bar, so that's great. Blind Mr. Fantastic, clearing all the buffs off everybody as well. Mostly got to get through Mr. Fantastic here, as he's kind of the most damaging character that's still alive. We'll apply barrier to a bunch of our characters again. We hit our characters here, and that's gonna let us get some health up. Ghost, we just needed to kill him, so the basic works out just fine. We didn't have enough debuffs to spread. Double Invisible Woman is a little bit dangerous here, as they're just gonna clear all our debuffs. We want to hide the Zemo because he's low on health. We will extend all that slow that's out there, so that's great. Ability block this back Invisible Woman, because she just barriered the team, which means her next ability is to clear debuffs, and we don't want her clearing debuffs, so we want to ability block her. Barrier our team up, and we could try to clear a buff, but I think just focusing this Invisible Woman is going to be where it's at. Double tap back in this back Invisible Woman back here from Ghost, because that's going to reduce her ability even further to even get rid of that ability block. We kind of know where she's at. Not sure where this front Invisible Woman's at as far as her ability, so we gotta just focus her down so she doesn't take the and clear buffs. So finally, or clear debuffs, got her down. And need to focus on a new character here. I don't like focusing on Vision because of that high dodge chance, and basically an increased dodge chance with being on the computer team. Could focus the Invisible Woman, but I'm afraid we're gonna start getting stuck behind a taunt here on Rhino. So I want to try to focus Rhino down, so that when and if he does taunt, we're not in terrible shape stuck behind him. Alright, we'll clear buffs off everyone with Emma's ult here, and we'll see if they can hit they can hit Vision. We're able to hit him. Didn't do a ton, but we're able to hit him and apply blind to him, so that's great. Use the Ghost to remove speed bar on that back, or on that Invisible Woman some more. Again, just further reducing her ability to actually get rid of that ability block by taking a turn. Don't particularly need to slow anyone, as we only got Vulture without it at the time. Reduce his speed bar by half. Ability blocks over there on Invisible Woman already. Let's ability block this Namor. Alright, that worked out fantastic. Vision used his ult, but he was blind, so he didn't actually touch us. Alright, so that invisible woman took a turn. Got rid of that ability block, so we're kind of in a not great area here. Slow only gonna go out to Vulture and Scarlet Witch, so we don't want to apply it there. Yeah, we'll go ahead and extend all these debuffs. Who do we want to clone? I think we're gonna save the clone to see who drops next, and we can try to kill his vision and maybe get the drop to happen. Namor's ability block, so he's not going to do much. He's got a ton of health, so it isn't going to help him. Since we're stuck here, we're going to go ahead and hide all of our characters. We will try to focus down this invisible woman. But drop happens, so that's great. Now we know our clone target's going to be this Human Torch, or a Human Torch. And we got to work the other one down, or work them down so that they, you know, they're not going to explode on us and kind of end our run where it's at. So we really got to focus invisible or Human Torch here. Being able to apply slow to all the characters now, which is great. Alright, we're going to go ahead and copy this Human Torch. Barrier all our characters up. Because I know we're going to start getting hit with these torches. There's no minions, but we're going to go ahead and try to just do a ton of damage to the torch again. We only got slow, so we don't really need to do the middle ability, so we'll just basic with our invisible woman. Now, we want to remove as much of the offense up. I think we're going to be able to get rid of this other torch before his offense up matters. I'm trying to decide if we need to blind, which torch we need to blind. Ultimately, going to go with the one with the most health, who now is reduced to probably the lesser of the health. And then we're going to focus on the torch that's not blind. Nope. We're going to get the one that's blind. Seems like a misplay. Take a couple extra hits because of that. Gotta focus this torch down. Alright, Scarlet Witch redistributing all the health, which sort of helps us out. With all the health redistributed, it's going to just make it easier to take down other characters later. And Human Torch seems a little squishy for us, so that's nice. Means we can hit him a little harder. So removing health from redistributing health to him is worse for them overall. We got an ability block somebody here. Not quite sure who we want to ability block. I think we're ultimately going to go with Invisible Woman, so because she just barriered everyone. Not sure if she's going to remove debuffs, but that's why we go there. So our Emma clears offense or defense up off of Torch, so we can deal him some extra damage here. In fact, put this defense down, so that helped out. Namor had vulnerable, so we could remove 50% of his speed bar. And see if we can get rid of this Vulture up here. We will ultimate there. Alright, so now we got 2 Green Goblins, which is not the greatest because there's 3 Spider-Verse characters. 2 goblins means we're going to be losing 2 abilities every time a Spider-Verse character goes. We'll get our barrier up so our invisible woman can do some additional damage. We're going to try to focus down this vulture. Ulting with Ghost here, extending all kinds of debuffs for us. And trying to decide, do we need to get rid of Mr. Fantastic or need to get rid of the goblins? Looks like we're gonna focus down Fantastic, just because his ult is pretty damaging too. Looks like we background kill the Scarlet Witch. And Wolverine trying his best. No one has any buffs for us to steal, but we can reduce speed bar on that Namor. Looks like he was getting ready to take a turn. Ult on this Green Goblin back here to blind him, just in case he decides to do that. He's gonna, use his ult or use an ability. Alright, we get rid of Mr. Fantastic. So we're looking like we're in pretty good shape. There's only 5 characters left with all 5 on the board. We got the other Green Goblin down on the bottom is blind. So this is the Green Goblin that can do us some damage. We'll ability block this Namor who's getting ready to take a turn. Let Wolverine try his best. Blind on that Green Goblin coming in clutch, as he didn't actually do anything to us. Trying to decide, we don't really need to slow anyone, so we'll just basic with our Emma. Zemo, get crushing characters with his free attack. And we're gonna lose these invisible women because we got 4 characters left and they're all pretty low. So we'll start using their abilities, and we're gonna start trying to save up our regular character abilities. Any of our clones, we can. Any of the clones, we will obviously be using theirs. I was trying not to kill that goblin, but Emma was a little stronger. I was just hoping he would bleed. We don't need to clone anyone, only 3 characters left. We don't need to heal. And should double tap and get rid of the goblin, which we did. Great. Get ulted here on Namor, but everyone had barrier. And everyone still has barrier. So, except maybe Wolverine, but he's okay. So that ult wasn't that damaging to us. We'll see if we can get rid of him before he has another chance to attack. Don't really care what Invisible Woman does particularly. Is she gonna clear debuffs, or is she gonna give her? She's maybe give herself barrier again. Not super important. Looks like she cleared debuffs. Again, not important because she's the only one left and she's about ready to die. Forgot that our Human Torch was a clone, so we need to use his abilities. Just kind of getting into the just basic everyone. But again, clones are going to die, so we might as well use the clones to their max to keep our other characters with as much health as possible. Alright, we did it. Took down that Invisible Woman as well. Got 204 ability 4 materials. Let's go maybe look to spend some of them, trying to see who we got to make the next node a little easier. So we're taking in Zemo. We need to get a couple of his abilities buffed up maybe. Alright, we got some money to spend. Let's do it. Okay. His ult and his special. Special is going to get a pretty decent buff. Go up to 900 damage to minions and 450 to non-minions. Jump out. We'll see Emma. This is a her ability is war defense. Not really care. Basic. Don't really care too much about that. Who else are we using? Who else here? Sinister. Additional healing. Maybe. Yeah, not really worth it. Ghost, Fatal Flux. We actually don't use her special that often. So, and 200 ability materials. No. Trying to think who we used. Zemo moved. It was always Zemo, and we already did him. Could do Wolverine. Yeah, no. We accidentally got him to gear tier 14. We're not going to do anything more with him. He could get him 25% with 5% chance to revive. Just not worth it. It's already maxed out from way back in the day when I was using Wolverine. A little upset about that. I tried to make him better. He just didn't get better. Well, I'm ready if they rework him. Alright, what are we doing here? Let's see. Scroll back up to the top of the roster. Kestrel's all maxed out. Surfer. Could use his ability. Maybe not. Doc Ock. No. Alright, let's open a couple of our milestones real quick before we head back into our dark dimension. Open our free orb. Definitely needed some domino shards, so that's helpful. Got some ability energy to use and burn off real quick. So we'll burn off this energy. Burn a ton of that. Need to burn off our ISO energy, so we'll scroll down to long shot. Find out where we're at with him. Trying to look for pieces for Kestrel. Since we upgraded some characters, we need some of these pieces again. And we need red skull orbs, or shards, so we'll just do this red skull one real quick. Go back out, claim our energy, jump in, dump our energy real quick. We know where we already need to go. Most of it gone. Click over and dump a chunk again. Hop back over into our characters, use the ISO energy on long shot. Alright, we're good on our character energy. Well, let's go ahead and jump up here and spend it on our basic energy here. Get this Kestrel, these pieces for Kestrel. Get the rest of the red skull. And now trying to figure out what other additional piece we need. Orange spiky balls we could use. Why did we do this Nexus event? Not quite sure. Oh, it's a villains event. That's why we did it. Don't need, don't need, don't need. The Nexus, the spiky balls, are the reason that we're going to do it. And we'll dump the rest of our energy there. Go claim our milestones real quick for the milestones we're working on. And then once we get all those claimed, we'll jump out, head back over to our Dark Dimension 3. Yeah, we need to jump in the war there. But we gotta get this DD3 run. We don't want to waste any of our DD3 time, basically. Alright, where do we need to focus? Let's look at ability blocking this Phoenix so she doesn't hide everyone. Extend the ability block so Phoenix stays out of the game a little bit longer. I know it's a little bit of a waste, but the longer we can keep Phoenix from trying to hide everyone, the better off we're going to be. And our ghost just got deleted. That's not good. Let's restart this node. Yeah. Try it again without getting our ghost deleted. Alright. It's the same plan. Ability block on Phoenix, extend it, and then hope it'll kill our ghost before we get a quick turn. Now, blinds don't affect Daredevil, so we're not going to do that. Let's blind this Killmonger, because he's about to take a turn, and if he doesn't do anything, that's even better. Our ghost has managed to survive, and we're maybe going to live here. We're going to clone Phoenix. That seems correct. Cloning Phoenix, even when she dies, she'll resurrect. She can hide our other characters. Let's work on this Killmonger. Alright, so blind. Unfortunately, our ghost goes down. So we'll restart again. Weren't super far into it. We kind of have an idea of where we're going with it. So again, just repeating our same similar actions. Alright. Now we're a little further in now. I'll Phoenix was able to hide our other characters and get them some health. And now we got to try to get rid of this Killmonger. Thinking about reducing his speed bar here. I think reducing speed bar maybe on somebody else, a little more valuable. Maybe reducing on these Daredevils. I mean, we reduce him by half and completely eliminate him. Yep. Alright, let's do that. Now we actively want them to currently kill our Phoenix as is. She resurrects the Dark Phoenix. Zemo can take this retaliation or this that hit there. Kind of need to just get rid of it. Now we want Wolverine to bounce, and as long as he hits somebody initially. JJ clearing those debuffs, that's kind of annoying, which means that we need to think about is Phoenix coming back. We want to steal offense up, maybe try to steal death proofs, or yeah, stealing offense up seems fine. And then hopefully we can kill Killmonger. Great, looking like we're in good shape. Phoenix just attack somebody that's I was hoping to get the retaliation there. Alright, she's going to clear that buff so she doesn't actually take the counter attack. She's got a super high chance to dodge. And we're just hoping our ghost makes it through this. That Phoenix is getting ready to go, but we can reduce her speed bar. Great. Good shape, good shape. There's our dodge off of our ghost. Still on the edge. Ghost is not doing so hot. And we don't want to kill their Phoenix, or it's going to be game over for us. So, as much as we can, we'll go ahead and attack everyone else. Now, Emma could remove the taunt from that Phoenix. Instead, she removes it from Colossus, and we're in bad shape. Now, even ability blocking Phoenix isn't great. She was able to take a turn, so we can get off of attacking her. Reduce this Daredevil speed bar by half, since he's got about half a speed bar. His dodge is annoying. We weren't able to actually hit him, so we didn't do anything useful there. Get rid of that other one. Focus again on getting rid of this current Daredevil then. Zemo exploding, super helpful. Blind, likely gonna go on Colossus, just to get the extra damage on him. Not sure that was quite right. The JJs can have a high resistance and they can remove them. Maybe should have put it on the Okoye. Might have killed Okoye too. Reduce the speed bar of this Phoenix back here. Again, just keeping her from hiding everyone. She actually hasn't taken a turn that she could hide people yet. So we're looking like we're in good shape. The team needs a little bit of help as far as health goes. And we're going to try to work down this Colossus. Now, unfortunately, with that drop, and then losing Zemo, we're going to be in pretty bad shape. And now we're even worse shape since their Phoenix got killed. But we just got to burst down the Phoenix at this point. Ghost doesn't need any health. Don't have any buffs to steal. So we'll just try to remove speed bar. Doesn't look like it did anything considering we had to wait for everyone to go. Wolverine's gone. I wish we could not attack this Phoenix because it's kind of a waste. She's already dead, so when we inevitably lose this fight, she's not going to be back for the next one. Now at this point, we are able to actually kill her, which is helpful. And then we immediately lose our fake Phoenix, which is less helpful. And now we're just going to try to go in conservation mode, I believe, so we're not using our abilities. We don't typically use Ghost special, so that was fine. I don't want to clone anyone right now because we're in pretty bad straits. Forced to attack. We can heal. That's fine. Sinister doesn't usually. We don't use his heal often, so. Again, we're forced to attack this Colossus. Emma should clear it, which is great. Maybe ulting here. Get rid of 2 characters, which you did. Alright. Still don't want to clone, as I believe we're gonna lose this fight. There's 32 other characters left. The next drop just happens again. So again, putting us in some pretty rough spot. We will ult to get off of that M'Baku and try to get to this Shuri. Alright, we're gonna try to see what we can do here. Maybe getting the Shuri can help us out. Getting the defense up. See if we can make a run of it. Steal defense up from them. Now we gotta try to kill the Shuri. Shuri, in my opinion, a little bit better of a character than Iron Fist as far as who she can heal. Iron Fist can only heal the JJs or City, those defenders characters, where Shuri can technically heal whoever's the lowest. So we do want to work on that Shuri faster than the Iron Fist, but Iron Fist has to be our next target, because a double Iron Fist drop would basically be impossible to get through. Try to get rid of this Shuri here. Really do a lot of damage to her. So when we go into the next node, or when we come back, she is in a real rough shape if we don't get to her. And see, that's that free or that Iron Fist heal there. Didn't affect Shuri, didn't affect Black Panther. Really good shape. Lose our Ghost. Now we really have to go in conservation mode. Don't think we're gonna get it in a turn. So that's gonna be the end of the Dark Dimension 3 run. I think we did pretty well. We don't have any characters left. As you can see, all of our characters are dead. Let's see what we got to do. We still can't get into Dark Dimension 4. Still missing the required characters here. What do we got left? We don't have any characters ready to go. Trying to figure out what we need to do here next. No characters ready. We got some time left on this war. Got a couple of attacks I need to do there. Let's see what we got going on. Look like we're struggling here. Don't want to attack the armory. It's not part of our strategy. But oh, hang on. It actually, because even removing this bottom room, we're still going to need to remove armory to come back up. Let's see where we're at. We do have a I don't know. Wave 1, maybe we can attack that wave 1. Trying to see where we're at. If our so somebody already, we don't have to worry about as guardians out of either team anymore. See if we can take down this wave 1. We got wave 1 killers here, which is the hella natural team. Now I'm pretty low gear, or low compared to them. It's a mighty big Thor, which is my concern here, is that this Thor is going to be able to just thump us harder than we'd like. Attacking the Thor is probably the better idea, even though he's going to get, everything we do is going to hurt even more. Wanda extending that bleed, and Thor just eliminated basically half our team. There's no debuffs, but we want to hit as many as we can. Maybe if we could kill the the 3 characters, we'd be in okay shape. There goes Ghost Rider, and we're losing Wanda. We're just probably we're gonna back out of this battle, I think, here. Sucks. I just don't think that Hela has the sustain to get through those 5 characters. Now, if it was kind of a 2-on-1 or even maybe a 3-on-1, fine. It was again a large Thor, but not what we're looking for. Could go after this Mercs. Could go after. We'll try. Maybe try this wave 1 again. We can maybe bring in, I don't know, power armor. Our power armor could take it for sure. Yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do. We'll look for power armor. Let them go off on it. Again, this Thor is mighty big for it, and that's my concern, is that Thor's gonna thump the team. But power armor's basically got a 1-2 punch, and we're done. So we can last through. We can get some barrier here and some health. We're in decent shape. Reduce speed bar of Thor and Hulk a little bit. Do basic because we don't want to use any high damage attacks yet. Get this speed bar rolling here. Iron Man will go basic on Thor, or sorry, on Hulk. And now we're gonna try to go off here. Defense down. We're gonna get thumped by Thor, which is pretty hurty. And then let War Machine and Falcon play massive cleanup there. Iron Man, we will go ahead and kill the Thor just so he doesn't continue to thump us. And this is pretty academic and over at this point. There's the double tap. So power armor goes ahead and cleans that up for us. Marauders. I think my X-Force is good enough. They could take this Marauders down. I usually use X-Force against Marauders. 50k punch up, not undoable. Not something that my X-Force can't do. So the idea is to I need my Negasonic and my X23 to be bigger, but the idea here is this. We're gonna disrupt on Strife so that he uses his taunt, ability block over on Emma so she can't clear debuffs, and then I'm never quite sure. I think we're gonna try to go after Sinister here. Now Strife re-taunts, but Cable is able to clear it. Emma can't clear the debuffs. Losing Domino really hurts. Negasonic able to clear buffs. We'll ult with X23. Gets rid of Sabretooth. And our Deadpool's looking in pretty worse for wear. He's blind. Even though the blind he'll be able to eat and gain health from, he's still pretty rough right now. Let's see if we can get rid of the Sinister. Almost. My goodness. Alright. This takes Sinister. Yeah. Alright. Sinister's down. We got 3 minutes left on the clock, and we're gonna get kind of stuck here. I think it's about time we look at Auto and let Auto just take care of it. That Emma's rather large. We still have Strife to get through. We're now down our Deadpool. Heal block is huge. I'm trying to get rid of this Mystique. I'm not too worried about the Cable. He goes away if I don't win this anyways. So the idea is to get rid of the Mystique so that we stop hitting ourselves. Doesn't quite work. Got a ton of health and sustain back there. So. Now Mystique hiding is really rough. We were able to clear it with Cable, so we'll refocus the Mystique. Not able to kill her. Still not able to get rid of her. This is looking good, guys. We've had her down so much, not able just not able to do it. We can, and they're back into the red, back into yellow, back into red. She's gonna get some health here. There she is. Eats that health buff. Now she's hidden again, so we're forced to attack not Mystique. There goes our Cable. Let's see if we can refocus Mystique here. Are we going to be able to get Mystique? I don't think we're going to be able to get this as a W, but if we can get rid of the Mystique, then we'll be in good shape moving forward. Doesn't look like we're going to be able to. I like Negasonic, just don't think she's going to be. We haven't been able to get Mystique into dead with the previous two characters. Odds are with this one we're not going to get much. So chalk this up to the L bracket for us. There it goes. Alright, so a lot of times if I fail and I leave something like this, I want to come back and take care of it. I think we're going to go ahead and wait for this 15-second cooldown and then re-attack this room. And typically I use Ultron to kill Emma Frost. I don't care. Usually I don't particularly care what the what the size difference is. We got a garbage Ultron team down here. He's on with the Ravengers. Which I've thought several times, it's really not good because the Yondu wants to summon, and there's not enough space to summon with Ultron on the field. Probably need to move Ultron and put somebody else on this team, but Ultron just lets this team win. So we will focus and try to kill this Mystique real quick. Probably could just put this on auto. There goes the Mystique. And now we'll just put it on auto. And basically it's Ultron just gonna kill Emma Frost. It's gonna take a little bit because this Emma's not too small but not too large at the same time. But you see Yondu try to summon, which didn't work. Put some characters on the field. Ultron ultimately gonna take down Emma. Minor help from the Ravengers. And there we go. Emma's down. So that's actually gonna do it for us tonight, guys. So Sumner 2514 saying, if you like what you saw, make sure you leave me a like, share, comment, subscribe, binge, and make sure you're hitting that bell notification icon so you get notified when I upload new videos. If you're watching me on YouTube, check me out on Twitch or vice versa. And make sure you're subscribed, and that way you get notified when I go live and upload videos. But this has been Sumner 2514 signing out, saying y'all have a good one. Take care.